guys, I hope you all are well. Today I'm doing a video to talk to you guys about my locks. I have filmed this video 3 times. Twice my camera has died out on me and I've recorded it from my iPhone, and for some reason the footage won't move to my computer. So I'm tired, I'm done, whatever. I'm not doing any makeup, just gonna talk to you guys about my hair and answer some frequently asked questions. So if you like the video, you already know what to do. Subscribe down there below. Thank you all so much for those of you who have been asking about me. It took a little longer to bounce back this time. I got pretty sick after New York Fashion Week, but I'm back. I'm better than ever, or at least I'm better. Did that rhyme? Ooh. Anyway, so let's go on and get started with the most frequently asked questions about my locks. How many locks do I have? So to date, I think I have around 77 locks. The last time I counted, that's how many there are. The locks in the front of my hair are thicker than the ones in the back because they are bigger. The woman who did my locks originally didn't really teach me about how lock parts are decided, or that you even have a role in deciding how many locks you have. I don't know what I was thinking when I got them, but she just wasn't a good loctician, like, at all. She parted my hair. She started my locks very, very, very small. Like, if I could find the smallest lock in my head, that would be the size that she probably made them all. And over the year and a half that I've had them, my locks have just combined. They've just joined at the root. Loose hairs have joined, and that is really the reason why I have some of the more thicker locks that I have that are up here. Lock curls, a lot of these are actually 2 locks in one. This is actually 1 lock, which you can see right here where they've joined, but then it's a double-headed dragon because, as you can see, it then goes off into 2. A lot of the other locks I have here are 2 locks that are actually curled together, but they are 2 individually standing locks. So yeah, I always tell people to make sure that you do your research with your locticians before you go. I knew she was a certified loctician, and so I knew that I didn't have anything to fear about her starting my locks, but there are a lot of things that I just wish I had known before starting them, things that I might have done differently, but you know, we're here. I love my locks, whatever. So another thing I always get asked about is maintenance. I do not retwist my hair often. I might retwist my hair maybe twice a year. And what I like to do is I like to keep my hair in actual styles in between the retwists. I have a very, very, very sensitive scalp, and that's why I don't like to retwist my hair often, because that tension, even if it's minimal, hurts my head. But there are different ways that you can maintain your locks. I personally like to refute the idea that if you don't get your hair maintenance often, then you can't have hair for the corporate atmosphere. I just think that that's absolutely silly. We should all be allowed to have our hair however we want, and we should all be accepted for who we are. Shouldn't be a reason otherwise. If you guys can see, I don't know if you can, so this is where my scalp is, right? All of this is new growth. So I could stick my finger through all this. So that's about a good, I would say, at minimum 2 inches of new growth that is not locked. Pretty much if I just leave it, it'll eventually lock on its own. But when I do actually maintenance my hair with retwisting, we do just a standard palm roll with basic oils. I don't really use gels. I don't do any of that stuff. We'll talk about that in a second. I don't really feel the need to do that to my hair often. I'm not really for the super, super clean, crisp look, and because I said that a lot of my locks have already kind of formed and like grown into each other, my parts are not neat, as in, like, if you separated my hair, like, the parts are not even. So all of that, really, I don't really care that much about, like, honestly. When it comes to care, I only use oils and natural ingredients in my hair. There is one product that I don't have with me. I don't know why I looked around. I knew I don't have it. That I use that is not necessarily like just organic, however everything else is. For my hair, I like to wash my hair with the Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. I personally like that little tingly sensation, and I absolutely love peppermint. And then when it comes to oiling my hair and keeping it hydrated and stuff, I will use mixtures of jojoba oil, castor oil, peppermint or tea tree when I'm having like an itchy or a flaky scalp, and almond oil. I oil my hair every couple of days, more or less. In the summertime, or the days that I really kind of don't care how my hair will look, I will take water and spritz it with the stuff in it, like make a solution and just spritz it throughout, making sure that I go down the entire shaft of my hair. A lot of people say that you should just focus on your scalp. I do agree with that. However, I do have blonde hair, so I don't want the rest of my hair to be getting dry and break off from there too. Being blonde is not for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just put that out there. I definitely think that if you want to color your locks, first of all, and then especially if you want to color them blonde, you need to take into account some different factors. Can your hair handle color? Can your hair handle bleach if you're going to go up that high? Do you have the necessary tools, resources, and time to take care of it? If you don't think you do, it's gonna be a little hard. Definitely have to take care of your hair and make sure that there's no dryness or breakage happening, because your locks will actually pop off. Like, people come to the salon with like their dreadlocks in their hand because of dryness, and they've just popped off. I've been blonde more or less since the 11th grade. So I have known in the various ways in which I've worn my hair how my hair handles being blonde. There is bleach, I believe, at the very tips of my hair, where it is like the absolute lightest. However, the majority of my hair is not bleached, and when it comes to coloring, I will color my hair every 3 to 4 months. I try to get more into the 4-month range, but considering the fact that I do speaking engagements, I'm traveling, I do editorial shoots and different stuff. Sorry y'all, don't fix this because I don't want no girls popping out today. I want to make sure that my hair is always you know, staying maintenance, staying touched up, but I definitely do not go crazy with the color. You want to make sure that you're preserving your hair for as long as it is. And I know some people who will get retouch-ups like every couple of weeks and stuff, and it's like, you cute now, boo, but give your hair a little bit of time. Let it catch on up with you. I just personally think that, you know, there are different levels. You can certainly go blonde without bleach. It might take you a little longer to get super high, and your hair may not necessarily lift as high as like some of the pieces in my hair. But I mean, if you are just looking to update your look or just make it a little festive or something like that, like, there are other things that you can do. But I definitely think that you have to take care of your hair. When I get my hair colored, I would say for the first month, I'm deep conditioning every single time that I wash. And when we're not deep conditioning, we're putting in a protein treatment or we're doing a hot oil treatment, just to kind of restore all of that with my hair and making sure that my hair stays healthy. I do believe that not coloring it often, as well as not getting retwists often, is what has allowed my hair to stay as healthy as it is. And yeah, that's honestly the best that I can give about that. People judge me differently because I have locks. I would say that the majority of people who are just meeting me like now in my life and who have only known me with locks don't judge me differently. My closest friends and stuff didn't judge me because those who knew me knew that I was going to lock up eventually. I mean, being a girl from the Washington DC area, I've been exposed to this hairstyle my entire life, and I just think it's beautiful. Like, I absolutely love my hair and everything. Working in the beauty industry can be a little tricky depending on who you talk to or depending on the situation, because I have been excused from panels. I have been called unnatural or someone who isn't really part of the natural hair community because people with dreadlocks can't cater to natural hair. I just think that's silly. I think that brands need to wake up and realize that if you don't touch your hair will naturally lock. So dreadlocks, there's actually nothing more natural than this hairstyle. Anything a natural can do, I can do with my hair as well, and honestly. And I think that the whole point of the natural hair movement was to show that there did not need to be a divisiveness between people with natural hair and people with permed hair. So why are you now creating a divisiveness between people with locks and people with loose hair? That's all I'm saying. That's tea for another day though. Clearly the tea is not hot enough today, but it will be. I also get asked if I still get jobs with my hair. Absolutely. I have met people with locks who work in creative atmospheres, who are entrepreneurs, who are artists, who are musicians. I've also met people with locks who are lawyers, who are doctors, who work for the government. Your individual job and practices may differ, but I have never personally encountered problems at work because of my hair. I am under the idea that if someone said that there was a problem with my hair, then there's actually a deeper resenting problem that people don't want to address. But once again, hot tea, another day, we can do it. I have time. I will have time. Honestly, I would just say that if you work in a more like business professional environment, or somewhere that's going to be a little bit more retentive or anal about your hair choices, there are certainly ways that you can wear your locks that I think are okay with the corporate atmosphere. Make sure that your edges are taken care of. You can wear it in a high bun. You can do lock curls like mine. You can, you know, just keep it off your face. I would say just do what works best for you. I know a lot of people who have unfortunately cut their locks off for a job that they later on learned they absolutely hated. I personally don't think that those are decisions that one should have to make, that you should be able to have the courtesy and the luxury of having your hair however you want to when you are working for someone else. But I don't know why people think that my locks are super long. You guys have seen them in a couple of other videos, but the back ones are only getting about here. The front ones, they're getting kind of long, to hit my nose more or less. But I'm so happy and so thankful because I remember when they were like here, coming out to here, and my locks were so short that they were not hiding any of this forehead, child. So the fact that, like, you know, it's progress. It's progress, honestly. That's it. Guys, I hope I answered some of your frequently asked questions about my locks. I know that there are probably many more, and I would like to do a few more intensive videos to discuss certain things about locks, because people just are misinformed, and it's okay to be misinformed as long as you understand that you're misinformed and then you want to change something about that. A lot of people have an idea that locks are supposed to be perfect, that there are perfect parts, that each lock is the same size, and then they meet me and they're like, wait, but you have a lock that's like 2 fingers long, and then you have a lock that's like half the size of your pinky. And I'm like, yeah, that's how locks work. It's been an interesting journey. It's definitely one that has had to teach me a lot about myself, about patience, about loving myself no matter what, because, you know, you do go through the different stages of budding, and those are also things that I want to teach you guys about. Obviously, if we had started this back when I had started my locks, you would be able to see the different stages, but I do want to educate people more on locks, dreadlocks, and you know, how it's a beautiful style that more people can sport, and it requires you to just be really happy and proud of the person that you are. If you have any other questions, please be sure to leave them in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Instagram at TheBlondeMisfit, also at TheBlondeMisfit on Twitter, and DM me or ask me questions about my locks then. In the meantime, I am off. I need to get more coffee because I am feeling kind of like, today. But I have to say, I'm so excited about October, y'all. Sci-fi, Halloween, everything, all the scary horror films. That it's just, it's my favorite time of year. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Love you guys. Bye.